Nathan Zegura here at M&T Bank Stadium, where the Browns fall to 6-6 in a heartbreaking, disappointing loss to the Baltimore Ravens by the final score of 16-10. And this one, once again, will be about the Browns saying we made too many mistakes and we left too many chances on the field, a game of missed opportunities, because defensively, this is one of the best performances you will ever see against a Lamar Jackson-led Baltimore Ravens team. The Browns defense, when it was all said and done, would have 4 interceptions of Lamar Jackson, and yet the Browns could only manage 3 points off of those 4 takeaways. So how did we get here? How, in a game where the Browns defense did that, did the Browns still come up on the short end 16-10 to their division rivals in this huge Sunday night game? Well, it started on the opening possession. The Browns were able to get down the field. A big pass from Baker Mayfield to Jarvis Landry got them into scoring position, but Chase McLaughlin would miss his field goal wide left, and that would be 3 points off the board for the Cleveland Browns. The Ravens would put a couple of field goals of their own on the board. They would be up 6-0, and then things got a little bit crazy. It started with the Browns moving into Ravens territory to try to put their first points on the board, and Jarvis Landry on a trick play, well, he would fumble. But then on the Ravens would get the ball back, and they would throw an interception, tip Denzel Ward getting an interception. The Browns would then kick a field goal. And then sure enough, on the next Ravens possession, 6-3. Those are the 3 points off the turnovers. Then Lamar Jackson, another pick. This time it would be Grant Delpit. But the Browns, just as they were getting going, they had a screenplay dialed up, and the ball simply just slipped out of Baker Mayfield's hand as he went to throw it to Kareem Hunt, and it looked like the screen was set up. So then the Ravens would get the ball back, and then it would be another interception. Ronnie Harrison. It was turnover. But the Browns would not be able to get anything off of that one, going a quick 3 and out. And so you go into the half with 5 turnovers happening in like the last 5 minutes of the first half, and the final score at that point was just 6-3 at the half. The Ravens would then take the opening possession of the second half and go down the field. Lamar Jackson pulling off one of the craziest plays you'll ever see. They were on the 13-yard line. He throws the ball from the 35. The Browns had 3 guys going after him, heaves it up. Mark Andrews uncovered in the end zone. Touchdown Ravens. It would be 13-3. After a couple of back and forth where the teams had to punt, the Browns would finally get down the field. Baker Mayfield, another big play to Jarvis Landry on a deep over. And then he would hit David Njoku, the Chief, for a 20-yard touchdown. It would be 13-10. On the very next possession, the 4th interception of the game for the Browns. As they were looking, Lamar Jackson was for Mark Andrews down the field. John Johnson coming up with a big pick. But again, the Browns could not muster anything offensively. And so it would sit there at that point, 13-10. The Ravens would add a field goal late. They went into that 6-minute offense. They took pretty much all the time off the clock. Justin Tucker from 49 good. It was 16-10. The Browns would get the ball back with 1 minute and 10 seconds. No timeouts left. Down by 6. Looking to go the length of the field to get the big win. Incompletion on first down. Incompletion on second down, incompletion on third down, and on fourth down, Baker found David Njoku short of the chains, and just like that, it was over. And so the Browns find themselves at 6-6, not where they want to be. A real opportunity was squandered here today. Joe Woods and his defense deserve a lot of credit. You talk about the new players, the newcomers brought in by Andrew Berry. Jadeveon Clowney was everywhere today. Big play after big play. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah all over the field. You brought him in for this game. Ronnie Harrison, double-digit tackles and an interception. John Johnson, your free agent signing, interception. Grant Delpit, your draft pick 2 years ago, interception in this game. And, of course, Denzel now, he's got 3 picks in the last 5 games. He's been playing phenomenal football for the Cleveland Browns. But it was not enough. And the questions right now for the Browns are, how do we put points on the scoreboard? Too many games in a row, the Browns have not been able to muster points. And you think about your division losses now, 2 of them in this division. You go down to Cincinnati, you beat them, you hang 40 on them. But the loss to Pittsburgh, 15-10. The loss to the Ravens, 16-10. When you hold a team to 16 or fewer, that is winning football. When you have 4 takeaways, that is winning football. The Browns today, for the first time under head coach Kevin Stefanski, lost a game in which they had 2 or more takeaways. They were 9-0 coming into this one. They fall today. In the history of the NFL, when a quarterback's thrown 4 interceptions, that quarterback was 0-37 going into this game. And Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, they found a way. And so for the Browns, there still is a lot ahead of them. You can still get to 11-6. You still have this Ravens team again. You have the Steelers again. You have the Bengals again. You have a surging Vegas Raiders team, and you have a very good Green Bay Packers team. It will not be easy. There is no more margin for error, but you've got to take this bye week. You have got to figure it out, and you have got to play your best football down the stretch, much like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did a year ago, much like we've seen the Ravens do in the past when they came to us on Monday night. At that point, they were 5-5, and then they rip it off. That's what the Browns have to do. They have got to regroup. They have got to figure out how to put points on the scoreboard. This defense needs to keep turning in performances like this, and the Browns have a chance. But this one hurts because the opportunities were there, and the Browns could not capitalize, and now they are 6-6. We'll have a complete breakdown for you of this game on Cleveland Browns Daily. Myself, Bo Bishop, and Joe Thomas. Great defense, not enough offense. You got to play. It's a team game. You got to play 60 minutes, all three phases. The Browns missed field goal, not enough points on offense. 1 out of the 3 phases delivered at a high level. That was not enough to beat the Ravens.